birthday. He's at his man's birthday party right now, so...
You see, I can't do past midnight, because,
Yeah.
You know what day it is.
I don't think he can either. I do know what day it is. It's the day to go back to college. Right, so this is a guide to tower now. Other than the last video that I just did of this exact same tower right after. Because it's...
How to tower.
How to tower, yes. How to tower.
How to tower. Step
so the
one.
first...
Screw up your ass.
Right, so the first thing we want to do, check the floor, right? If it's 30, it's okay. If it's any lower, you're good. Like, it's amazing. So, what you usually...
If it's 0, you're fucked.
Yeah, if it's 0, you're dead. So first thing you want to do, check your armor enchants. Now, just to get through tower, you need this enchant every time. Best one, keeps you going. Right? The weapons, they just come secondary. Same with the bows. Don't focus on bows. Although, if you have everything maxed out, it's good to take a bow. Now, it's best to play this with a friend because of how busted ASEN artifact in his tower is. So, yeah, just... Yeah, it's just... So, you want to focus... Yeah, so we have a rule, rule 1 of tower. If there's an enchanter's tome, always grab it. Because nothing in the game in this tower can be better than an enchanter's tome when you've got a friend. If you're playing solo, don't focus too hard on it, you can pass it off. But playing anything like any multiplayer, everyone has to grab the book. The book keeps you alive. And it helps you just insta-kill.
Everyone grabs the book.
Yeah, everyone grabs the book. No one misses a book.
You don't. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. So, if there's no potion barrier per tower, you just kind of have to use your own knowledge to make builds. But most likely what you want to do is either a caster or a summoner build. Or tank. All those three are completely viable. Anything else doesn't work too well because of the combination of flaws. Now, like the one that I got like a ton of views for, which is I think why was the boss rush tower. That when any tower that a boss rush, like every boss is on that tower, you kind of need to just play with friends, right? You need a group. There is no option to play that single player. It's not possible.
You need the boys.
Yeah, you need the boy. Even if it's random people, just find them, just play with them. Otherwise, you're gonna have a really hard time. And the principle of any boss rush tower, the moment you see any potion barrier armor, it doesn't matter if it's a low power level armor, any you see later, you need it. Otherwise, you can't get through the tower because someone's gonna need to carry the boys once they're all dead, and that can only be done with pop barrier. It's the best. And right after that, if there's ever a gong in boss rush tower, where every floor has a boss, you need it. Otherwise, you fail completely.
That is rule 2. At least one person grabs the gong.
If there is gong. See, this enchantment, this artifact here, you find it, you grab it, because in the early game at least, it's the best thing to carry you and keep you going while you're trying to build up enchantment points to get stuff like Pop Barrier 3 or Committed. Committed's another really good enchanting with Guarding Strike. Committed and Guarding Strike, they're the best for just regular tower and boss rush because of how they work. They keep you tanky and they keep you doing a ton of damage to enemies. Yeah, most times in a tower you don't want to be right next to another player unless it's a hard floor, as to just keep things like fast. I wouldn't usually do multiple tower runs in one sing because of how mind draining they can usually be. How boring. Yeah, but other than that, you never want to teleport. Never teleport during a tower. It can leave you open and just get you fucking annihilated instantly. Yeah. If it comes to a scenario where you either have to res your teammate or you exit the tower, like the door's open so you can go to the next floor, always go through the next floor, right? Like a creeper could spawn on you as you're resing the person and you'd be dead. You could still exit even if they're downed and they'll be alive for the next floor. It's just unwanted risks you don't want to take in a tower run. At all. What else is there to do? When you're doing a caster run, which is just someone who would use artifacts as their damage, as their main source of damage, anything that has anima conduit, the enchant for souls, you get a soul, you heal a bit, you grab them, right? It's free heals, and it's not even a significant, it's not a small amount, it's quite significant how much health you get back from that. So, you do want to grab that at all times. Grab, if there's updraft tomes in your tower, the best thing to get is a caster, or soul caster as well, because they work so well together. That's just amazing. Now, the merchants. If you ever get a guildsmith at the first floor, like the first merchant you get as a guildsmith, don't use him. Use it for the bow, because it's usually bad unless you haven't. If you've maxed out the chestplate, right, this would be fine to guild. But if it's something like this, and I've only maxed out the pot barrier, then it becomes harder to level it up further because of how much more levels you need, and it's just unnecessary. So you'd want to do it for something like a bow that you're going to throw away anyway. And even if you're not going to throw it away, it buffs it the small bit. But if you've got someone maxed already, by the time you see him, fair enough, you're going to need that extra step, extra bit of power. Yeah, never stand near creepers at all. They will just annihilate you on any floor, on any power level. Don't underestimate them. Unless you have pot barrier where you could tank any fucking bit of damage ever. Now, if you're going for a tank build, look for scale mail and mercenary armor, because their uniques are amazing. Mercenary turns into Renegade, you get attack speed for free, yet you have increased damage and damage reduction. That's a good, there's your katana, Ethan. This armor, scale mail, even if it's not unique, it's amazing. Look, extra damage reduction, for nothing. It's amazing. Yeah, when it comes to TNT, in Tower and Trident, if you're underwater level, never grab them. And if you do grab them, throw them away immediately. Because the moment you go down with that fucking TNT, or that Trident, it will kill everything in that area. Including your teammates that are trying to permanently fucking heal you. See, look, even if I'm this close, I get knocked back. That only did so small damage because I had a pot barrier. But if that was regular, you die instantly. It's that strong. Rule one. Always grab the book. So I'm not going to do anything this floor right now. We're going to watch Ethan just take it all on. Just with the book. It's because the book is that good. Go get him.
Existent? I think don't.
And he's already killed a fuck ton of them. He almost completed the actual entire floor. Just from the fact he had a book on. Now,
I'm gonna crosswalker again.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna grab anything here. It's because the cool things come on later. So when it comes to a boss, when it comes to bosses, you want to focus on the highest damage dealing one. That would be the undead necromancer. This guy, right? Him. He deals the highest damage with those rings. Then it goes to the gas. Then it goes to the wildfire. They are the highest ones in order. Kill them the moment you see them. see, you want to go for caster or soul caster, go for soul robes. Look at the stats, they speak for themselves. Extra souls and you get extra artifact damage. And if you unique it, you have a 1 in 3 chance to take no damage. Stupidly powerful. I see no one grab it still. Because, well, even if you do grab it for soulcaster, there's usually not a soulcaster tower build in that tower. There rarely is. But this week's tower has a soulcaster build. I got Echo, cool. Yeah. Now, when you're trying to go through tower, and let's say you get to a floor that's just extremely strong, as in, let's say it has the gorillas from the Jungle DLC, or the shield men from Pillagers, take them out from a range, even if your bow's bad, even if it's not that high in damage, or it barely knocks it back, you don't want to rush in there, you just want to let them all spawn in, and then take them out. Otherwise, you're just going to get yourself killed and your team killed. Just try to never get it. If it goes to a scenario where it's most likely you're going to die, it's best to roll off the map, because then you'll teleport at spawn, which is safe because nothing usually spawns at the spawning area of where you enter tower, and you're just safe. No, nothing can really get you there. So your team can easily res you. So, another thing to do in tower if you're playing it multiplayer, never grab the same shit. I see so many people do it. You want to diversify what you're using. So, let's say Ethan's using katana, really good against a single target, and at close range. And at long range actually, it's more of a long range weapon. But let's say if it comes to a close range enemy, and a horde of them, he's not going to be able to take out a lot of them. He's going to be fucked. So you want something to take out more enemies at once, at close range, like a double axe or a whirlwind. Otherwise, you're just going to suck as a multiplayer group. You're all going to be grabbing the same shit, and it won't be that much of an increase, considering tower also increases its enemies. Soulcaster, that red enchant in the middle, that's what you want to look out for if you're a soulcaster, ever. Best thing. Let's say if you have... Yeah, pardon?
You're not going soul build?
Nah, I'm passing it this time. There were so much things like on soul builds on this tower that I want to try out. I'm still using the Star Sword, I just fucking realised. And that, I could still fucking do that because Power Shake is just so strong. It carries weapons. Because what it does, it basically explodes an enemy and adds that damage along to it to any enemy that you just struck. Oh, Echo works perfectly with this. Oh, there you go. Annihilated. That's really all you need to fucking do during tower, is just that. So, when you're doing a soul caster build or a regular caster build, you'd usually grab this when you see it, high damage, but it has a high soul cost as well. And what's usually better is this. See the damage difference and the cooldown change. This, you can do it constantly, but you're gonna run out of souls that quickly. But this, anything spawns on it, and no matter what, they'd pretty much be one-shot. Even at the end, that much damage will pretty much guaranteed insta-kill something. Unless it's on like a mini-boss, you know, like a Ravager or something. Now when it comes to special enemies like an Enchanter, a fucking Soul Spirit, one of the fire ones, you want to take them out first, and a wind caster. You want to take them out first because they're going to be they're going to hit you from everywhere. Of course, the enchant is not going to hit you. It can't hit you. But what they do, they're going to constantly, basically, make it a harder time for you when you're not even near them. Because they're going to buff enemies. They're going to throw you off the map, per se, and just fucking make your life hell. So you want to take them out first, instantly. Otherwise, you're going to be fucked for the long run. You're going to constantly get rid of you.
Their existence was flawed, okay?
Yeah. They were dead the moment those books activated. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There's
Who got out?
there's the armor. I'm probably going to equip this armor and never take it off. Best armor, it's got protection, it's got potion cooldown, and it's got pop area. I'm immortal for every time.
Sword.
The sword, amazing. Guarding strike, amazing. You got exploding there as well for whenever you want to fucking do anything. So when you're looking at a weapon for tower, you want to see if it can heal. If it can't heal, such as Radiance, Leeching, Refreshment, it's probably not that good unless you've got something to carry you, like pop area. Otherwise, you're gonna be having a harder time for yourself. You're gonna be stuck, fucking, just getting absolutely destroyed by regular enemies. I might honestly unique this armor, I'm not gonna lie.
Go for it. You should probably switch out your weapon at some point.
I should, yeah. Go kill him. Oh, I gave you shockwave. More up there.
Existence?
You got stunning.
Not cool, we just treat me. Just yes.
Yeah.
Damn my tank top.
So when it comes to what order you would want to power up something with the Power Smith or Unique Smith, first focus on how much health you have, right? If your armor's like a good couple of powers, like power levels under where the other equipment is that you're getting, you don't want to grab it. It's not.
That's my armor.
You don't want to grab it, and yeah, that's your armor. You don't want to get any fucking sword enchants. Not sword enchants. You don't want to grab any, like, you don't want to power up your sword or your bow or your artifacts. You want to do your armor. It's the health that's gonna get you there, because later on in the tower you'll probably get one shot if you're not focusing on how much health your armor has and how much it's going to be able to tank, because everything's going to progressively get harder in the tower and you're going to progressively get stronger. But if you neglect armor health and just basically armor power, you're going to be fucked, because they're going to get to a point where they are going to all one-shot you and you're not going to be able to fucking do anything about it. You're going to pretty much be fucked. At a power level where you're getting destroyed by everything. A good notice for that is when a creeper one-shots you. That's like a big, hey, you should probably fucking level up now sort of thing.
Hey yo, change your armor.
Yeah. I still haven't grabbed a weapon.
You don't do that.
I should. But you know.
You made the Star Sword Diamond, what you on about?
Nah, I should upgrade Power Shaker.
Power Smith, I'm gonna do my weapon again.
I'm doing my armor. I'm not grabbing this unique. It's heal allies as it's unique, I just remembered. It's not gonna be that important when I could unique a different weapon.
I just had an impulse to press my B button. Which is balanced my clock, by the way.
Huh. Hello.
Here are my close lines, in particular.
Yeah. They were all fucked. We had exploding as well, and power shaker.
I like power shaker. God, the power shaker basically makes the katana an AoE weapon.
Yeah. That's a one-tap weapon. Do I want it? Nah.
Like,
I'm gonna not grab anything, yeah. I'm gonna just keep waiting until I get a good weapon like that mace we saw last time. Oh, me taking damage still counts on my rush. Oh, hi.
oh, monkey.
Whoa, they're people now, Ethan. We can't be saying that.
Hey, yep. Now I fell.
I'm just dodging this gorilla. Oh, a creeper blew up in his face. Oh, no.
Yeah, but don't we can challenge from that, by the way.
Oh, nice. Was it the touch ground one?
Yes.
There's another gorilla down there. Oh, they're throwing. And they're all dead with the starter sword because of power shaker. Power shaker is just, you keep it leveled up. I am a porcupine right now. Look at me. Yeah. So one thing to keep knowing in tower, if you're playing with friends, the power of the equipment you get at the end of the tower is all linked to the power of the owner. So if he's at, let's say, power level 20, right? You're gonna get power level 40 equipment. But if you're playing, if the host is a power level 250, you're gonna get power level 263 items. Power level 263 is the cap of tower, and you can't get 263 anywhere else in the game. The highest you can get is 256, and that's from daily missions, which are fucking awful half the time because it's so hard to do. Ready to annihilate this boss, Ethan? My cat got launched.
Well, you know, you can't fight it.
Yeah, the cat could take it. We could just wait here. It's a fish.
Yeah, you can go over and wait in a corner while the cat fights. Yeah.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah. Cool.
Go get him.
Damn.
So for this boss, always hide in the corner. It's going to, and just simply sit there and wait. No, the bee!
Bro, it does not like that bee.
He did not like that bee. Alright, let's go. Kick his ass.
Damn, what about pawns?
No, we can't even hit it. We gotta wait.
No. That's bullshit. I need to breathe.
Come in. Oh, you got through. It's better than my sword. I need it at this point. Oh, but the mace is coming up later, and I do need enchants for it. Even if it was the exploding axe, which I think would be better than the shockwave axe for that one, I don't think it's still. I don't think it's gonna be worth it.
We need what kind of axe on this,
Yeah. Another little tip for enchants. So when it comes to shockwave and swelling, you gotta really look at it closely. So they both activate on your final hit. So if it's a weapon with a lengthy combo, like the Bow Staff of Terror, like the stick, basically, you don't want either of them because it's a terrible enchant. It's not going to work well. But if it's something like the, let's say, the Anchor or the Soulcaster Knife, I forgot its name. I think it's just a Soul Knife. You're going to want that for it because one hit, and then it does both of its things, swelling and shockwave. If it has a quick ult, basically you gotta check how long its combo is. You can easily just do that by having one of them at least, I think. And when it comes to committed, you're gonna want it to be on a fast weapon. Same with crit chance and stunning. It has to be a quick weapon, otherwise it's not gonna be worth it. So like this. This would be awful for shockwave because it hits quickly, but it has a long cycle for shockwave at the very least. You don't want it because it's going to be fucking weighing you down. It's a unique Swift next. I might have missed my weapon. No, I couldn't have though. I'm gonna unique the armor. Fuck it. Shit, you're right. I should. Oh, it was the one. Oh, the other one was good as well. It was crit chance. Wait. I can't believe I just grabbed the sword and kept it till the very fucking end. I mean, the armor was better than it as well. Hey, I actually kill him quickly now.
You didn't even mean to. You were distracted. Damn.
It's literally nowhere in this map. What's fucking... Apart from that fucking barrel coming in there. These are like be killing mobs. This is one of the best artifacts for tower, because let's say if you have low health armor, so you're going to be dying and getting a lot of damage, use this. It just basically makes the book a viable weapon for single player, whilst giving you fucking like an easier time. Gets rid of the mobs that are right in front of you, and turns them into fucking enemies for the others. Yeah, that soul guy I just killed. You want to focus on him as well. He will fucking end your team if it comes to a situation where one of them's down and you gotta res them.
The blue fucking children, you must obliterate them instantly.
Also, I also found out about dungeons today, which will help you. Baby zombies. Just get rid of them. You see it, you kill it, because they have more health than regular zombies, for whatever reason. Or at least have resistance. They have something which is making them not die when a regular zombie dies instantly. Oh, hi. Yeah, friends, and the mission's over. I honestly don't know. He was probably at the top walking down slowly.
There's my bell.
Fair enough. Again, another decent weapon for tower. They're just dead. 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 Finish. Friends. I'm gonna die. I went back to spawn. Oh, never mind, I'm alive.
Just chill that.
Oh, I got bread. I killed one of the shieldmen with a bow and I got the fucking little crossbow. And I got bread.
That multi-shot just...
The multi-shot's broken with this. Go to the end of here.
It tells me the firework, and it's just a mullet shot though.
Yeah. Now, that I did some research on the internet my source is Reddit. Take it with a grain of salt as you may, but from someone there who has a lot of experience in the game. Wait, that wouldn't work if it pierces. Okay. So the loot you get from tower depends on how many lives you have at the end of the tower. It doesn't matter on how many bosses, how quickly you kill at bosses, how many enemies you kill. If you don't use enchantments, they won't change your loot. What changes it is how many lives you have at the end, and it changes it greatly by basically. I don't think it gives it. Actually, I think it would give it more guilds, and it also changes if it's going to be unique. It won't change what item it is, right? That's always up for fucking RNG. Which you're gonna have to pray for if it's a good item. And if it's even a fucking event item, like a Halloween item, which you can get from tower, just depend on your luck, really.
Yeah.
Same as the other one, yeah. So, the more lives, the better loot, and that's what you want in tower. The only reason I'd see people doing tower is to get the loot. Yeah, it's a fun mini game, but in the end, it's giving you end game loot, which you're gonna want. And you don't have to be the end game to play. You could just start the game fresh, and you'll do it just to learn, maybe, and you'll get fucking extremely high powered loot. That's what tower does, right? It gives you one high power loot from where you are now in the game. So even if you're at the end of the game, even if you start the game, tower, it's going to be worth it in the end. Well, maybe not when it's a boss rush tower, but we don't like to talk about that. Because that's a one fucking lifetime. Let's pass that question about that tower. Because
Oh god.
something that happened, the reason I'm even doing this tutorial video is because tower, one day, well, like 1 week, it changes every week, was a boss rush tower. 21 floors, extremely easy you may think, apart from every floor has a fucking boss. And it was different every time. It was every mini boss and boss in the game. Even the DLC ones, apart from the end one. I don't know where the end DLC boss is. It just doesn't exist in tower apparently. But yeah, it was the most nightmarish thing, and we only completed one out of the like fucking 12 attempts we did. Only one succeeded, and that was 3 players doing it. So God knows how we even got through that in the end.
Did we complete it at least twice?
No, we completed it once, Ethan. We didn't even do it twice. We won once and just went, right, we did it. We're not doing it ever again. And that was with Void, I'm pretty sure.
We did it again with Void, then we gave up. Then we died like once.
Yeah. It's such an annoying tower. There's just no real way to get through it. You have to be a god to get through that kind of a tower.
You'll be no fucking dick.
Yeah. Apparently I've got piercing and a crossbow. Let's find out. Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Don't worry, I don't
think it would.
this. I'm back.
I basically have the weld ender in my hands right now. Oh, imagine this thing with accelerate, Ethan.
I'm sorry. Instead of multi-shot, you could have got a rapid fire.
No, because that's not good. It's an increased fire rate. It's not um
Oh.
pen like oh what's the word?
Accelerate plus rapid.
Yeah, yeah, that would be
Multi-shot.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, right as it can be. That is a slow combo.
Monkeys.
Easy. Now, if you want, like, there's no way I can really tell you, well, teach
Realize,
you
let's go.
what item to get because all of them are.
Uniques are controlled by lives.
Pardon?
Uniques are controlled by lives.
They are controlled. Remember, last time we got one unique. It's still here. It's just chance. It increases chance. So, like, if you have one live at the end, you have like 15% chance to get two uniques. You'd have 90% to get one. But when you yeah.
All my plus back, it don't feel through bosses, doing one move or two choices, so.
Yeah. So, if you're doing this for the loot, keep all your lives. Try not to lose any of them. Even if it's fucking, like, difficult. You're gonna need lives to get the good loot. Why is that overcharge? It's overcharge 1. It's good. It's good, but it's kind of the worst one to have it on because of its not so long charge. Low damage. I like a quick bow. Yeah, that's how you would do tower if you want to do it for the loot and you just want to play and try and beat it. It's how it is.
That's tower.
It's just tower for you. Mini equipment for it as well. If you want to get rid of the enchants from a tower item you have, you would do it. You'd either go to this guy and change his enchants, which breaks a weapon if it's bad. If it breaks a weapon if it's good. If it's a bad weapon, then that's how you would get changed its enchants. Or you do it here, is where you put a tower item, and it would lose its enchants, but it would take the enchant points off it, but it still stays the same, and it stays 263. If you were to gift a friend a tower item, instead of it staying at 263, it would go to their power level. That's just how it works. It's how you would break a tower item and lose it forever, really. You'd usually just keep a tower item just to keep, it's a rare item. Why wouldn't you? And if you don't want it, I mean, they're worth quite a lot in gold, so they're there for you.
I'll take it.
Yeah. The good thing about Tower, you can get items that you shouldn't have. I don't know if you can get DLC items from Tower, or they just depend on if the owner has the DLC. But I'm willing to say because there's Halloween items you can get from Tower, There's also DLC items you can get from Tower that you shouldn't have, which is the funny shit when it's something like a Zenith that one-shots every mob possible.
And then you always get the Sinister Sword.
Yeah. The first ever Halloween item sword. Which is the fucking best. It's a good sword. It's crit chance. Yeah, there's already a unique version of the sword of crit chance. It's a Hawk brand. But it's a cooler sword, you know? It's just there.
It do be a sword.
It do be a sword, and it do make some pretty funky noises.
Which I can't get. Anyway.
I'm still annoyed I haven't got a well one from Tower yet. I'd use it every day, but I just don't have it. Yeah, there's the sword. Right, there's tutorial in Tower.
Tower, isn't it?